Cordillera is a name given and recognized in 1987 to several small groups that made their homes in the northern mountain ranges of the Philippines. Cordillera music stems from several instruments, but the two most fundamental instruments used in their festivals and rituals are the flute and the gongs. On the other hand, Islamic music can be used to describe religious music played at public or private prayers, or more broadly, the musical customs of the Muslim world. The Middle East, North Africa, the Horn of Africa, West Africa, Iran, Central Asia, and South Asia are the core regions of Islam. As we go along their history, we would also understand some example of their music. So please listen well to our presentation.
In the highlands of Luzon, music is related to different occasions such as life cycle events, occupational activities, and various rituals. During the peace pacts, agricultural cycle, courtship, marriage, and death rites, musical performances may be witnessed in the Cordillera region. Cordillera is a name given and recognized in 1987 by several small groups that made their homes in the northern mountain ranges of the Philippines. The people of the Cordillera region composed of the Isneg or Apayao, Tingguan or Itneg, Kalingan Bontok, Ibaloy, and Kangkanay. They all have a distinct way of life that influenced their art tradition. Cordilleran art can be generally characterized as a highly representational of human and animal forms. One art form known in Cordillera region is its diverse music. Cordillera music stems from several instruments, but the two most fundamental instruments used in their festivals and rituals are the flute and gongs. Generally, the music of Cordillera can be described as a style of music that is influenced by the communal lifestyle, culture, and oral tradition of the Cordillera people. Thus, the style of music is characterized by being used for distinct events. For instance, the important activities where music is utilized is peace pacts, healing rituals, invocation of the gods, rites of passage, wedding and festivals, and other life cycles such as birth, coming of age, work, marriage, and death. Music and other components of their culture are transferred from generation to generation through oral tradition. Hence, music is very much part of life and living in Cordillera region. As a rich variety of songs and musics are performed on instruments, their music is communal and participatory. Songs are usually in unison with pentatonic melodies, often performed in groups, and all members of the community are welcome and encouraged to join the singing, dancing, and playing of instruments. Music of the Cordillera may be categorized into first, vocal music. Examples such as Ibaloy Badiu, which is a style of singing without prior preparation or practice in leader chorus form. Next is Uwiwi, which is from Kalinga. This is a form of lullaby. Next is Hudhud. This is an epic poetry which is recited and chanted on occasions. There are two characteristics of vocal music. Next is melismatic music. This is vocal passages which have one syllable sung in several note passages. Next characteristic is free meter. This is a musical meter that has no time signature. Second category is instrumental music. Characteristics are based on what materials are used like bamboo or metal instrument. Lastly, for the third category is the vocal ensemble with instrumental accompaniment. This is performed during courtship, usually in song debate form accompanied by different instruments. Examples such as antang or manobo, this is used for matchmaking. Next example is in daay or tarusul, this is used in tausug. This is a form of greeting and advice during the wedding. Next is salungday and dangdangay. This is a form of entertainment. Tackling next is the examples of music in Cordillera.
Sali Dumay is an entertainment song presented during social gatherings as a chorus in three parts and as a round song. It expresses a positive attitude of the Kalingas toward adversities in life.
Long ay sigang ilay, isina
Ifugao people, well renowned for its rice terraces spanning over the mountains of the northern islands of the Philippine archipelago, perform narrative chants known as the hudhud as part of their cultural history. It is used in rituals and throughout the rice planting season, harvest, and funeral wakes.
Pandabugan iduluan ay duluan adnay oyaan na pangaiwan buhem duluan ibugan na ning tayap di mga yuding ta ihabi na duntong na huminagya mairagaman at hay bukayon di man yuki duluan nun dawat na't kamaron bugan ay ibugan adnay oyaan udidiana.
The Kami Ating Gian is an entertainment song which may be presented either as a solo or group performance. It reflects the Tinggian's pride and contentment with their cultural practices. Cultural values shown such as industry, social cooperation, peace and contentment, pride of one's cultural heritage. Ogayam is a song to commemorate particular events. It also serves as an advice for its audience. At public events and other times, only one person performs it.
Ngat tuwan, ikaw mga bindisyon ng amin anak nunan sa dugungan. Ay, 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 ay. Oh, gayam, di gayaman, gayam, di gayaman. Inta ko kumamaman, os-osaan amin na pandemya at labanan. Talo sa taguma, malasatan ay, ay. Oh, gayam, di gayaman. Aman kabunyan, mudlang langitan, yung kaagakon, is tuman, anak mga hinan.
Chuwaay is based on a well-known folk song from the Philippines that shows the Igorot tribes working to separate the rice grains by pounding it with a large mortar and heavily weighted posts. The Igorot people are found in the mountains of Luzon, the Philippines' largest island. The opening of this work features two sopranos chanting peaceful bird cries, which are followed by a series of rhythmic variations on the Chuwaay's recurring three-note motif. This northern folk song, an excerpt from the larger work Scenes from the North, is accompanied by foot stomps that imply the mortar and pestle action that also emphasizes the earthy quality of the song. Chua ay lalaki sway sila yan. Uwe. Uwe.
Music has played an important role in Islamic cultures for centuries. From devotional songs to mystical melodies, Islamic music encompasses a wide variety of genres and styles that are either directly inspired by or influenced by Islamic culture and religious practices. Islamic music can be traced back to the early days of Islam, when music played an important role in the daily life of Muslims. Now, we'll take a closer look at Islamic music, its history, types, and features. The history of Islam music dates back to the 7th century when it began to develop as a distinct art form. Drawing on Arabic musical traditions and influences from cultures throughout the Islamic world, pre-Islamic music was linked between poetry and dance, but with the advent of Islam, a separation was made between communal emotional or spiritual art experiences and purely entertaining music. The earliest written references to Islamic music are from the 9th century, when writers, philosophers, and musicians studied legends and traditions to understand its development. There are several types of Islamic music. Devotional music, also known as nasheed, are religious songs that are typically sung a cappella or with minimal instrumental accompaniment. They often contain praise for Allah, the Prophet Muhammad, or other religious figures. Sufi music is characterized by repetitive rhythms, simple melodies, and the use of instruments such as daf, oud, and ney. It is often associated with spiritual experiences through music, dance, and poetry. Qawwali is a form of devotional music that originated in South Asia and is particularly popular in Pakistan and India. It is characterized by energetic, rhythmic singing and the use of instruments such as tabla, harmonium, and dola. Islam music is characterized by its use of melody and rhythm. Melodies are organized into modes or melodic patterns, upon which a musical performer improvises. Rhythm in Islamic music also uses modes or patterns for the musical organization. In some types of Islamic music, the vocal parts exist on its own a cappella, while other times there is accompaniment with percussion instruments or other instrumental accompaniment. Some instruments used in Islamic music include the zarb, daf, ribab, and shanhai.
For the following slides, I will now discuss the examples of music in Muslims. First is bhajan. It is a type of devotional music that refers to a song in any language and is about a religious subject or spiritual ideas, most commonly seen in Indian religions. It is also widely used to describe a group of event that includes one or more lead vocalists, music, and sometimes dance. Bhajans are typically accompanied by percussion instruments such as tabla, dholak, or a tambourine. Handheld tiny cymbals or kartals are also frequently used to keep time. A bhajan can be sung in a temple, at home, under a tree in the open, beside a river bank, or at a historical site. Here is one sample of bhajan music. Next is the qawwali. It is the most well-known type of Sufi music, and it is predominantly heard in Pakistan and India. However, music is also crucial to the whirling dervishes Sema celebration, which is set to ayin, a vocal along with an instrumental piece using Turkish classical instruments such as the ney, a reed flute. Next, I will play some sample of a Qawwali music. One of the most important religious genre of Arabic music is Madi Nabawi, a song form dedicated to expressing respect, love, and devotion for the Islamic prophet Muhammad and his family. The genre dates from 632 Common Era, shortly after Muhammad's death. Although the artist addressed Muhammad, it is also a Sufi type of Arabic belletristic literature. I will now play a sample of Madi Nabawi song.
A song with lyrics that mimics hymns that exalt Allah is known as nasheed in the Muslim world. A munshid is someone who sings a nasheed. The Islamic Board website states that a song containing the Islamic belief, practice, manners, instructions, and etc. is what is meant by a nasheed in Islam. They do come in a wide variety. Some are only straightforward praises of Allah, others containing extremely specific teachings based on Quranic text, while others are general life lessons presented in a Islamic style. A nasheed should be voice only without the use of musical instruments, although occasionally a little background drumming is added to the a cappella sound or a cappella singing.
سبيل الدموع سبيل مريح تنهد يا صاحي كي تستريح وبث الدعاء الخفي الصريح يسعك الفضاء الرحيم الفسيح سبيل الدموع سبيل مريح تنهدى يا صاحي كي تستريح وبث الدعاء الخفي الصريح يسعك الفضاء الرحيب الفسيح سبيل الدموع سبيل مريح تنهدى يا صاحي كي تستريح وبث
Manzuma poetry are typically read in religious occasions like Zirya, pilgrimage, Maulid, or the Prophet's birthday. Other times are Ara gatherings, Sufi meetings for Ikri meditations and group prayers. One lead artist leads a chorus of performers in chanting Manzuma songs. Many times so-called Daresa or religious students perform in the chorus. There are several types of Manzuma performances in Wolo. It can be played with hand clapping, occasionally dancing, or a drum, also known as a dibay. When performed without any accompaniment, it is known as nguro.
بسم الله في الجمل سرعي كل ديامر لانتو بيتشانو مسقانا كبر تاركن الله 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 أنت ورحيم أنت ورحمن تاركن الله الله أنت أكبر تاركن الله يا رحمن حق وغفر تاركن الله نيكزوت يلم كنت بكر تاركن الله واقي قلت مسور تاركن الله الشهير سمه مستر.
A hamd is a type of poem created to praise Allah. It is an Arabic word used to refer to praise of God alone. Hamd was derived from the Quran, and it is the root word for Alham Allah, which usually means praise to Allah. These types of poems are written in Persian, Arabic, Punjabi, Urdu, or Turkish. They are also recited all over the Muslim world. Hamd poems are included in the 5 pillars of Islam. The 5 pillars are the Shamada, Salat, Zakat, Ramadan, and the Hajj. Muslims prepare hamd poems to thank God for the blessings of being born as Muslims. They also thank Him for the blessings of health and wealth. In the holy month of Ramadan, Muslims have to fast from sunrise to sunset so that they can remember how blessed they are to have food. In all aspects, hamd poems are used by either actions or words. When the Muslims are thanking God for His blessings, they can recite the word hamd or include it in their prayers. These songs are also sung to keep Allah in mind and to stay connected to Him.
किसी से क्या मांगे जब देने वाला तू किसी से क्यों मांगे जब देने वाला तू किसी से क्या मांगे जब देने वाला तू वाहदा हूँ तू वाहदा हूँ तू ही ला शरीक अल्लाहू कर अता जो रज़ा तेरी तरफ ये निगाह मेरी सर झुका बारगाह तेरी तू बेशक है हक अल्लाहू 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 अल्लाहू.
Both Cordillera and the Muslims have a unique way of using music in their culture. We hope you learned something from this presentation. Thank you for listening.